Hello. I'm Steven Madison. I'd just like to get my story out there for all the people that knew me as a liar, a cheapskate, cheater, smoker, an asshole, or a stuck-up prick. Or even for those people who called me emo. Well, first off, I'm going to start back last year, around July 2010. On a Saturday night, I was going to kill myself. There was a girl named Elise. I'm not stating her last name for privacy reasons, due to the fact that she doesn't want anything to do with me anymore. However, this girl named Elise, she saved my life. She chose to be there for me when no one else was. I felt like my life was over. I felt like I was drowning in my own tears, and I wanted nothing to do with myself. But hell, we all feel like that sometimes. We all feel like we want to drown over, just bury ourselves in a grave, suffocate ourselves, or simply just slit our wrists and wish for the pain to go away, figuring that that's the only pain that could. So, she saved me. She told me, think of three things you care about, three people you care about, and three people who are there for you. For the three things, I said poetry, I said my life, and I said her. Now I know she's not an object, but you know. For the three people I care about, I said my best friend Alex, I said my mom, and I said her again, knowing she was there for me, and she was the only one willing to be. Not that I tried many people, only about 20. Um, then, for the five people I knew cared about me, was my father, Alex, my mom, her, and I couldn't give a fifth one. I just never found reason to. But that's besides the fact. Then, about a month after that to 2 months, 2 months after, I asked her out. You know, we got to know each other a bit, and I felt like it's time to finally meet someone. Try something new. Have it be a new start, a new beginning to life. So, I asked her out. I went to her swimming competition, and she said yes. I went up to her father and asked. He said I was okay. Shortly after, we started seeing each other for a while. We'd make visits to each other as often as we could, and we'd see each other as often as we could. We cared about each other a lot. You know, she was there for me when no one else was. So, that went on, the total relationship went on for 8 months. Shortly after, I felt like my life was at an end because no one cared. Then I realized someone does care. She was still there. She hasn't hurt me. So I quit smoking. I was a heavy smoker for about 2 to 3 years. I would take them from my sister all the time, and I would abuse friends' relationships to get them. And I regret doing it. I figured I'd finally let the truth out, since it's the only thing I can do. About 2 months into our relationship, I cheated on her. It was the worst thing I could do. I denied it. At first I did. Then reasons came to me where I questioned myself, why deny it? Why not just come out truthful? So on a Friday night, while at work, I work at a donut shop called Spunky Dunkers in Palatine, Illinois at 20 Northwest Highway. And I wanted to drop dead. So I felt like I should stick my hand in the fryer or my face and just suffocate myself in a hot 375 degrees of greasy acid. I didn't, but I honestly wanted to. She found out and she almost broke up with me. A few months after that, about 5 months, 5 months into the relationship, I quit smoking. Not just for her, not for me whatsoever. I could give two shits about my life. I did it for her and for my father by how he passed. He passed away due to smoking and drinking. It's a long story. Anyway, so I smoked a little bit after that. I told her I quit. I denied it for a while and then she found out the truth. She said, I'll give you one last chance and that'll be it. I quit smoking for about 2 months. 2 to 3 months. Then, a friend of mine, which isn't a true friend if he did this, asked me to hold on to his pack of cigarettes. I said no because I didn't want to get addicted again. I didn't want any temptations around me and I didn't want to be left alone with them. But as I wasn't looking during summer school in the past week, actually just 3 days ago, 3 or 4 days ago, he put the packs in my backpack without my knowledge. And I came home, was grabbing my homework, and I saw them. So I put them in my dresser to put them away from me, so that way I wouldn't be able to have a temptation. After a while, it started tempting me very much, so I decided, fuck it. And I grabbed one and I smoked it. She found out. I tried covering it up because that's the only thing I thought I could do. But then I came clean. At that point, I told her, I'm sorry. If it makes you happy, go ahead. I knew I did wrong. I knew I made a mistake. I wish I hadn't. I wish it's something I didn't do. But we're human. We're not perfect. And I know this might mean nothing, and this might not give anyone's care towards, but I want you to know that I still care. That I'm still here. That I'm not dead. That I'm not dropping off the face of this earth. That I'm strong enough to pull through this. No matter how much it may hurt. No matter how much it may want me just to suffocate myself in the grave and wait for a burial to come over my head and everyone know that I'm dead. And 2 years later, no one will remember me. I want to be known as someone who did something for this world, who proved that people and humanity can go past the boundaries of what we believe and live past what we do day to day. You see all these people committing suicide out there. You see all these people doing this kind of stuff. You tell me, is it worth it? Is it worth my time and effort? Is it worth anything? I don't think so. Thank you for listening. And that's the truth.